Fuck you guys.
What? Wait, well, hold on. What's this about?
You know damn well what it's about.
What? No, I wouldn't be asking you if I did. What do you mean?
You went and recorded an episode behind my back.
I wouldn't call it behind your back, exactly.
I don't know. Is it really behind your back if we talk about it in the group chat where we talk about all our recording stuff?
Where?
What do you mean where, brother? Hello?
Normally on Sundays you guys are doing like movies and shit. Why would I ever process that as...
We never do movies. Well, I shouldn't say never, but we haven't done movies on Sundays in months.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Months we haven't done movies. And the name of the chat changes every time too.
Was there a chat? Well, yeah, you changed it today.
No, on Sunday when we recorded, it was Sunday episodes, whatever they were, at 4 p.m. You can go and check the logs there too.
Hold up. I got the receipts. Whoa. So, Justin, me boy, is it too late to see if we could record these eps around 4 p.m.? Mind you, before that, no recording. I'm assuming fucking something else.
It's the One Piece podcast.
I think so. Mom just woke up, so as long as she doesn't say church and trip afterward, I think we should be okay. Then the group chat changes the name.
Correct.
Perfect.
All of this is on Sunday.
And that happened at 10:43 a.m. on Sunday.
I'm not conscious.
That's your problem, not mine.
I hate you.
Were you not conscious the last 4 days?
Yes.
Then super not my problem.
I'm glad you woke up from your coma. Now shut up.
Yeah, welcome back to the land of the living.
You can't stop me. I'm going back.
I'm not gonna stop you. I was gonna say I'm so happy to be here with 2 people rather than just 1, but apparently I'm losing 1 again. So fuck me.
No, I'll stay. I'm really mad about it.
All right, well,
because it confused the shit out of me when I went to watch my episodes thinking that we were starting at 8:51, and I went, wait, that didn't happen. Wait a minute.
You're goddamn right it didn't happen.
So I had to go back.
How much time did you lose? What'd you lose? 4 minutes? 5?
What?
How long did it take you to realize you were watching the wrong episode? 3, 4, 5 minutes?
I saw enough.
Yeah, right. So like a couple of minutes, and then you realized, wait a minute, I'm in the wrong. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. Man's out here thinking, acting like he lost half a day to watching the wrong episodes.
Unlike me, who blinked and forgot it was somehow Thursday, and then had to somehow cram a bunch of One Piece in the span of an hour.
Yeah, you're barely any better. Don't. I was gonna leave you alone, but if you want me to roast you too, I'll fucking roast your sleepy ass.
I'm roasting myself,
as well.
all right? I don't need your help, all right? I'm announcing to the world what an abject procrastinator / failure I am, all right?
Great. I'm glad we're all on the same page here.
This podcast makes me think I should go back to night shift. I had so much time to do this stuff, even when I did procrastinate.
Don't do that. That's objectively way worse for you.
I do it for the right amount of money.
I mean, anyone, I would also do it for the right amount of money, but it would have to be a substantial amount of money.
I just need more. More is more. That's all I know.
More is not more. All right, I'm moving us on. Who's reading this summary? Cool. I'll read it.
I'm ready.
Great. You want something done? You got to do it yourself. Got it.
Well, I never said no. I was just
thinking
it. You were
all silent for what felt like 30 seconds. I was deeply
inhaling with a sense of reluctancy, but I never made a decision. You made it for us.
You're goddamn right I did. I'd do it again. With Luffy stuck in Mirror World with Katakuri, the rest of the crew mourns the death of Pedro as they sail away. Jimbei reinforces their resolve, reminding them that failing to escape would put Pedro's sacrifice in vain. Despite their best attempts, Big Mom, Perospero, and others are gaining on their tail. Jimbei does his best to steer the Sunny through enemy fire, but they are eventually surrounded by a massive wave caused by Big Mom and a Perospero candy homie. Everyone is too shocked to even form a thought as they are presented with their imminent demise, but not Jimbei. He single-handedly sails the Sunny straight into the wave and enters the green room, allowing the crew to seemingly fake their death while staying perfectly safe. Back in Mirror World, Luffy faces off against Katakuri in a one-sided beatdown totally in favor of Katakuri. He nonchalantly expresses to Luffy that he is superior to him in every way, and boy, is he doing a good job of proving it. No matter how fast he is, how hard he hits, or what gear he picks, Luffy simply cannot lay a scratch on Katakuri. Brule returns to the fold and prepares to invade with the Sunny with her siblings. Luffy desperately demands Nami break all the mirrors on the Sunny to prevent the invasion. Though concerned for how Luffy can possibly reunite with the crew, Nami trusts Luffy's conviction and follows the order. Over on Chocolate Town, Sanji, Chiffon, and Pudding successfully sneak past all the town security and secure themselves a kitchen. Thankfully, they are not alone, as the Whole Cake 31 best chefs are standing by to bake some cake. While Pudding manipulates all their memories to avoid arousing suspicion, Sanji goes over the cake recipe with Chiffon, which has been assembled and completely memorized just by smelling the wedding cake earlier in the day. This whole operation is going to take about 2 hours and 41 minutes to complete, and that's not even including the decorations, which Sanji plans on doing during transport. With such a series of ambitious tasks laid out in front of all our pirate friends, how in the world do you think it's all going to pan out?
Pan out.
But
it's a cake.
But
Cake pan.
Cake.
I'm tired.
Whoa.
I don't want to hear cake anymore. I'm tired of it.
What do you mean you're tired of cake?
I'm not tired of cake as a concept. I'm tired of hearing Big Mom yell wedding cake.
Wedding cake.
I don't want it. I hate it. I'm over it. I was over it the first 3 times she did it, and now we're 9 episodes down the line from that. No more cakey.
So where do we want to start this week? We have 3
cake.
plot lines. Choose your own adventure, kids.
I think I want to start with I think I'm going to start with Luffy getting his shit rocked.
Woo!
Well, I kind of wanted to talk about real quickly about last week's episode.
Oh, that's a good
apparently.
point. Yeah, let's see what
Devin's remind me what
say.
we did on Sunday.
Well, Pedro fucking exploded.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
I was very underwhelmed by it.
What do you mean?
In what way?
He's done it before.
Okay, but he's not walking back from this one. He's done.
Well, yes, but
I agree.
they had the Mirror World last time to save him.
That's what I mean. Like, if they had not made him wear a suicide vest again, like, this would have been more impactful. But, like, because literally they've shown him, like, I'm gonna, blow myself up again. It took away from the act, I feel. So, like, this time when he blew up, it's like, oh no, he got like 3 flashbacks in a row, back to back, of like different historical moments, and that, like dealing with the Gold Roger and everything. I was like, okay, so he's definitely like dying.
Yeah.
But like
they played the sad music, Devin.
I don't care.
No.
It took me right out of it. I was like, oh, he's gonna blow up. Okay, cool. He did that before already. He's not gonna do anything different. Okay, cool. I guess I'll feel kind of sad.
Look, I can see your criticism.
If he didn't blow up during the first time, I think I would have been, more like, gasp. But because he's blown up, been saved by a Deus Ex Machina, and just to do it all over again, it's like it's a one-trick pony annoying thing. I don't know. It annoyed me.
Now I see your criticism as somewhat valid. However, you already didn't like Pedro anyway, so I'm taking your opinion with a grain of salt.
I'm glad he's in the coffin.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Why? What do you mean you don't like Pedro?
Yeah, he has never liked Pedro.
He was just a meh character.
You're a meh cast member.
You're both meh cast members.
Remind me of that again when you wake up on time.
Ooh.
I didn't fall asleep this week, so
This week is the operative phrase here.
Hey, listen, all right. Compared to me and Devin's batting 1,000 when it comes to taking naps and not waking up, all right?
What?
Did I miss a phone call?
Many, actually.
Yeah, now you're just catching up to him.
It's a long way to catch up.
I don't think it's quite as long as you think.
Steadily in the lead. I got nothing to worry about.
I don't know, dude. You've missed a number of phone calls, too.
I remember sitting for an hour calling someone.
Was it your wife?
Last
Evan?
week. I remember that one too.
Yeah, me too. Go watch our Godzilla Panda View that came out recently, by the way, everybody.
Banger episode, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. It makes sense in some ways. I get that. The fact that he's doing this again can take away from it a little bit, but I'm a bit of a Pedro guy myself, so
the only other thing I could think of is that I feel so gaslit because of the fact of how how we have to like see the signs now for someone to actually die in the show, where it's like, yes, they get 4 different flashbacks, they get lots of exposition of people just standing around doing nothing and just having their moment. It's just like, I just fucking explode and then have them afterwards.
Bro, this is like, this is the most anime shit you're complaining about I've ever heard. This is not a One Piece a unique trait.
I know it's not, but it's just as bad. And I hate the trope where it's just like, just fucking explode and then react. Why are we all reacting for so goddamn long?
I mean,
and then the fact that it's more along the lines of like they really had to like hammer it in that yes, he's dead, because the formula of Hiei is still strong, and I hate that. I hate the fact that the Hiei is so strong.
Well,
I'm just bitter over here.
I mean, unfortunately, that's what One Piece has done to us. So I talked about this with Justin last time about how I'm pretty sure Pedro is dead, but if we get Pelled again, then I'm not gonna be super surprised. I do hope Pedro stays dead. For the record,
Agreed.
I liked Pedro, but I do hope he stays dead for the mere fact that we reinforce consequences.
So I stream the episodes like I typically do in the Discord, and my cousin was very adamant that Pedro's still alive, and I was like, dude, he got like 4 flashbacks like in the same episode. He's dead. He goes, until I see a cooking corpse, he is not dead.
I mean, unfortunately, that is the rule.
That is them's the rules. But then I was like, what if he comes back as like a cyborg? Like
Frankie's the only one pulling that off, right?
Not even Frankie. What if like fucking Vegapunk gets to him?
Vegapunk gets to Pedro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so like I just started making up nonsense like canon of how he could not be dead. Like he's definitely missed, but like he's missing pieces.
Yeah, almost like Perospero, but not quite. Perospero is missing an arm, but he should really be missing a leg at least also.
Yeah, I'm upset about that. There is no reason he shouldn't also be missing a leg. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Perospero should have both of his legs gone at a minimum.
I can personally live with, half and half. Half fully intact, half missing limb.
Yeah, I'm glad we've lost a limb in general. That's cool.
Could you imagine if he didn't lose anything?
I certainly can, Devin. I would not have put it past this show to have given him no permanent missing features, but I'm sure glad we did. I'll take what I can get. I wish there was more consequence to this action, but I will take a missing arm. That's a start 850 episodes into this show. Yeah, I know. I hear all of you talking already about Whitebeard and Ace being dead now. Like, yeah, sure, that's fine, but they're dead. Not we're talking about consequences for the living
mortally
here.
Wounded.
Yeah.
Is anyone here saying they doubt that Pedro is dead?
There is a non-zero chance.
You are all insane. I understand.
There's no corpse.
The criticisms and listen, I understand Pedro's fighting an uphill battle given Sabo and Pell. I feel like it's just such a weird circumstance. I don't even really consider it.
Sabo and Pell are the same thing. I don't know what you're talking
These
about.
are all the same instance. They're on ground zero of a giant fuck off explosion. All three of them.
I don't know, man. I feel like excuse me. I feel like what's his name? Pell was the collateral damage of something bigger than what Oda was letting on, and he just won't tell us.
What does that even mean? What does that statement even mean?
It means that I think Pell was not killed for like political reasons, like real world implication reasons.
Because they're in like the Middle East. Is that what you're saying?
I'm simply speculating. I have no proof of this. This is what I believe in my hearts of hearts. I consider Pedro. God damn it! I consider Pell a very special circumstance that I don't even consider in most instances. Pedro dead, bro. I understand what you're saying. I hear you. That dude is dust.
Should be dust. By all means, should be dust. And
okay. I'm gonna ask a very stupid question.
Go on.
How many episodes would you have to go through in One Piece without seeing Pedro's body before you just kind of like assume, yeah, he dead?
The show has to end.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's all I got.
The show has to officially end. And even then, I feel like we're still not safe. Oda's going to release some extra SBS or something at the because someone's
showing how he like wound up on like some random ass like isolated island that's uncharted, and he's like happy there.
Yeah. And
like missing both eyes, I guess.
Will I actively be thinking about Pedro being dead? No, but if after One Piece ends, a year or two later, some SBS comes out or somebody asks a haphazard question about Pedro and he goes, oh yeah, actually Pedro's really alive. I'm going to go, yeah, that sure. I'll probably be angrier than that in reality because it'll be like a year or two after the fact, and the idea that he's still retconning canon events after the show is actually over would probably piss me off. But either way, who did it? Yeah, I officially will not say that Pedro is dead until A, we see a corpse, or B, the show ends.
Okay.
I'll stand in solidarity to that.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you for something, Devin.
Anything else you want to recover from last week before we move on to today's ass whooping?
Honestly, that's all that really mattered.
Exactly. So my boy Luffy getting his ass
plot happens.
Yeah, he is. Luffy is getting fucked up.
How does this fight make you guys feel? Because, that's it. That's my question. How does it make you feel watching Luffy just get...
It kind of feels like he's fighting a mirror.
Yeah.
In the mirror world.
Yeah. Katakuri is his mirror match, and they're in the mirror world. It's
but it's like it's not a mirror exactly. I'm trying to think of the term where it's like it's almost like, what if Luffy wasn't an idiot, wasn't nice?
Are you saying that Katakuri is alternate universe Luffy?
It's not a paramecia. He's a Logia. And he's just like, I'm gonna do everything you do but better.
I believe that they pointed out that the mochi fruit is actually a paramecia, not a Logia.
He just uses it like a Logia because he's that good.
It's one of those like special case fruits, I believe.
That's bullshit. We've literally seen them punch through him.
Well, actually, he's not technically punching through him. Katakuri.
That's bullshit.
No.
This is bullshit.
Devin, where have you been? We explained this weeks ago.
No. This is. I will fight you on this one because this is not bullshit. You watch Katakuri actively use his observation hockey to see where Luffy is going to punch, and then he avoids it because under normal circumstances, Luffy's punches would hurt him because he's using hockey. So he is avoiding the punches. He's not letting them hit him and then makes the holes in him.
But you literally see his whole torso get removed.
That's him.
And he's just punching torso area, but it's just pudding.
He's not or
whatever mochi
he's never actually hitting Katakuri's body in those instances, like with the Gatling and stuff like that.
Bullshit.
Katakuri is actively molding his mochi body around the punches to avoid them. He's just could he dodge out of the way all of these times? Yes. but he's busy aura farming off of Luffy. So instead, he's gonna use this observation hockey and just stand there and let Luffy be completely nullified. Luffy is getting farmed in two ways. He's being actively used as an aura farm and also techniques, because Katakuri just takes his technique and makes it better and then fucks him up with it.
I will say, watching him do the Gatling where he's like, I'm doing so this is how I'm just copying you.
Yeah.
Like, that is, and then just watching him fucking go Dr. Octopus on him. Just, like,
he goes,
like, I feel like that's what I'm watching. I'm watching Spider-Man fight Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, a little bit.
I love that Katakuri makes it a point that anytime he's going to just do Luffy but better, he always makes it bigger
and bluer.
Yeah, and he's got blue.
For some reason, his hockey's blue.
Not Conqueror's armament.
Yeah, not sure why they do that. That feels like an interesting design choice.
I think it's just to differentiate them.
Yeah,
when
like, look what happens when you get bigger. You turn blue.
Have you ever watched the Venom movie?
I was thinking,
which one?
The first one.
Which one?
It's been a while, but yeah.
Where they have the mirror match at the end, and you just can't fucking tell what anything is because it's all just black goo.
I do vaguely remember this.
They're avoiding that problem right now. That's the exact thing that they're trying to avoid, and they're doing a decent job of it.
Yeah, I'm also wondering if it's not like it's not just to differentiate. I wonder if it's to like if
it actually means something more meaningful.
Yeah, like saying like his hockey is like gassed up or something. I don't know.
My hockey's better, therefore change colors.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have the feelings of hatred mixed with mine, while yours is just like, tonic water.
Katakuri's cool, calm, and collected, so he gets blue. I have thought about this too, because they started calling it color of arms at some point also, and to this point I think armament has mainly been armament itself is black, but then there's highlights, and Luffy's has typically been red, and other characters he's gone up against have typically been red, but now Katakuri's is blue, and I also thought that maybe there could be something to this.
I think there is. Like, I genuinely think there is.
Yeah. What if it's like
interesting?
What if it's like it's working by color of fire rules? Red fire is fire everyone sees, but blue fire is hotter. We're going to eventually come out and somebody's going to have armament hockey that's colored white. It's the best hockey.
I can't comment because of what I've seen.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Do I know what he means? No, but if he knows something, that means it's no good.
TikTok spoiling for you again, buddy?
Always has been, always will be.
When did this happen?
This happened like months ago.
Oh, okay.
But it was... I'm pretty sure you know about it too. The only thing I'm going to say is Gears. When
that's enough. No, that's enough.
Yeah. So like, I could see that. Like, it's still me cooking in my head, but it's cooking with spoilers, so I don't like it.
Right.
Devin, join me.
Shut up, you.
Cook with the secret ingredient X.
You sit in your corner. Go back to sleep.
Go back in your cuck chair and be shameful.
I wish I was getting cooked.
You are.
All right. That's a statement.
Listen, if I'm getting cut, it means there's a woman in my life, and that means she hopefully still loves me.
Well, I mean,
that's not how cucking works.
Well, listen, it is and it isn't.
She can cook me and still love me. Okay.
I mean,
those things are not mutually exclusive.
It's true. He is right.
What if cooking's my kink, huh, Devin? I can't wait for this to get clipped out of context later.
Yeah. I think Dylan just got his new reel for Instagram and TikTok. What's the timestamp here? I guess it doesn't matter now. So I'm just going to edit it down. It'll be something else. 28 minutes into the recording, Justin is a cuck. For real.
Man, people are going to be really confused when they see the picture of whoever's Golden Ham winner is today, and then you just hear this line.
And they're sitting in a cuck chair. Jeez.
Oh,
yeah.
To all my cucks out there, I see you.
All my. I'm with you. I stand in solidarity.
It's like it's that scene from the end of Alabasta where their fist is in the air. But
it's
all the cocks of the world.
Yeah.
Cocks rise up.
But in the foreground, like what they're facing towards is just a giant cuck chair from a hotel.
why this is... Do we truly have nothing else to talk about? I cannot believe that the timeline of events started with Luffy getting his ass beat by Katakuri and is led
by Katakuri.
And is Katakuri, yeah.
he's farmed his aura even from us. We are being cucked spiritually.
Yeah, man, I used to have aura before Katakuri showed up. I used to have Riz.
Jeez. Well, not looking good for Luffy, huh?
No. And with that being said,
pull something fucking stupid out of his ass.
I do want to actually ask you guys what I mean. Yeah, what do you think? What does Luffy do? How win? What's the win con?
Punch harder and faster.
Always is. Always
maybe a fourth gear thrown in there.
I still think if Luffy is going to win this fight in any capacity, and really right now it looks bleak in a way that it feels as though we're going to have to run away from this fight somehow as well. But if Luffy has any avenue to actually beating Katakuri, I still think it's on the fly learning how to use observation hockey better.
You're going to copy me? Well, how about I copy you copying me?
Yeah, I mean, it feels...
That or he's just going to do the exact same thing he did to Eneru and just like, well, if I don't know I'm punching you, you won't see it coming. Because wasn't this the exact same, like, issue?
Yeah, I think Eneru's situation is...
Eneru was doing the same shit.
Yeah, so I think the problem at hand is maybe just like poor consistency as Oda went on with the story. So like, yeah, you're right. When Eneru first gets introduced, and he's introduced with this very prototype version of hockey that's just called mantra in this context. Eneru makes it seem like he can just like read people's minds.
What?
Like you can predict what you're gonna do, but I don't know. For what I remember, it felt more like he could read people's minds. And Luffy was like, "Well, if I just don't think, you can't read my mind," and that's how he countered him.
So this is just the hockey we have at home.
Well, Eneru was.
Yeah, mantra was the hockey at home.
Yeah, exactly. Always has been. Frankly,
that's stupid. I hate it. It makes it even dumber.
It makes it hockey. What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm confused.
It was hockey before Oda knew what he was going to call it.
Katakuri already put me in the cuck chair. Just let me sit here and be.
Okay, sure.
Also, I have to go back and double check this, but does Eneru? I remember Eneru mentioned that because he has electricity powers, he was given like an extra little tidbit of finesse with like I don't remember if it was. Could he like literally read people's minds because he could just like interpret the like electrical impulses in the brain?
I have no recall of
reading minds in the sense that in the traditional sense where he can sense your thoughts. No, but I think what you're probably referring to, and I'm not 100%. It's been a while as well. Reading the electrical impulses that get sent from the brain to
synapses.
The limbs would probably allow him to recognize what sort of punch you were going to throw or how you were going to move and react accordingly. But he's not literally reading your thoughts.
I feel like we need to go to the wiki and figure this out because this is going to drive me nuts.
I'm not even confident that the wiki would have that full information, but sure, someone can look it up in the background if they want.
I'm on it. Let me see if I find something. Show me the hockey.
Because like I feel like this is like again like still like almost the copy paste, same issues in a fight.
In some ways it is, yeah. Luffy just has to come up with a more creative solution this time around if he's gonna actually beat Katakuri.
Right.
Hopefully, anyway. I would just hope that we don't do Drunken Fist Luffy again.
Okay. So this line in the wiki says, referring to his devil fruit, quote, he being Eneru can even use his powers to greatly enhance his mantra, aka haki, to near omniscient levels by reading electrical signals in the air from afar. So I don't think he's necessarily reading minds. I think for what was explained contextually back then was that's how he was able to hear everyone's voice.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense in my brain. Glad we clarified that.
Yeah.
But mantra is hockey still.
Yes, mantra is still hockey.
Yeah, mantra is basically hockey.
So this is the exact same fight, essentially, except for with less bullshit.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, yeah, it's just a different flavor. Where Eneru was reading the electrical impulses to tell what move Luffy was going to make, Katakuri is actively seeing via observation hockey the several second future and being able to react. So it's same but different.
But mostly same.
But for Luffy, it's same. He still has to figure some way of doing this. And I think his only avenue for it is observation. Is better observation. I'm not saying that it can't be done a different way. It's just the only way that I can see right now.
I just see, part of me also just wants to see like the return of his Conqueror's hockey, like to do something.
Dude, that's what I was waiting for in these episodes. When he was
same, actually,
like,
when we were trying to get the people to stop firing the flaming arrows, I, instead of constantly trying to punch them, I was screaming at my laptop, just use Conquerors.
But like that's what I mean, is like, can you guys remember, like, has he used it at all since?
I'm fairly certain he used it in Dressrosa.
Did he?
I feel like
yeah, absolutely.
I don't remember why, exactly. But I know that he used it in Dressrosa.
I don't know. He needs to pull that out. Just, fucking slam that giant black tank on the table.
Was it during the arena fight?
That was Sabo.
I think it was during the arena fight.
Okay, yeah.
But also, I'm asking myself, did Luffy also do that at any point? You know what? Time to Google that.
I'm pretty sure he did it at Dressrosa. If it wasn't in the Coliseum, there was something else. I just can't remember right now. But I was totally waiting for him to just use Conqueror's hockey. If anything, to give him a small win, out of anything that's happening to him in these episodes, give him the tiny win of stopping the goons from setting his ship on fire. Now,
what'd you think of that?
This is all
and how they totally resolved that.
Well, look, does it ultimately mean anything? Really, no. But what this all leads to is them smashing all of the mirrors and just creating this extra drama of like, oh, well, even if Luffy does manage to beat Katakuri, how's he gonna get back? Type of deal. So now I speculated on this with Justin last week also. I said, if Brulee's power has no inherent distance limit, then he'll just meet them at Wano. He'll just TP to a mirror on Wano, and that'll be that.
Or he just like TPs to like the Cake Island that they're already like heading towards.
Yeah, or Chocolate Island, but Wano sounds cooler.
Or any of the islands.
Yeah, Wano sounds cooler.
I agree. However, who the fuck knows? It could literally be like, for all I know, he could pull like an octopus move and like squeegee through like the fucking tiny mirror. You know what I mean? As long as his teeth like or something.
It's
like,
true.
You know what I mean? Like how octopuses and squids can fit literally anywhere as long as it's a hole the size of their beak.
Yeah.
Like that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like it could literally be anything.
That would be fun. I don't mind that.
That would be fun. Will it work?
Will it work? Probably not, but we'll see, I guess. I do expect that he'll be able to use the mirror worlds to get somewhere relevant, but yeah, who knows? It is still looking like he's gonna have a bad time with Katakuri, and Katakuri hasn't even tried.
Nope.
Yeah, he's kind of just like aura farming.
He's just
doing. This is a quotable moment, and I don't remember the line exactly. I'm sure one of you two wrote it down. But when there's a moment early on the fight where Katakuri's like just dodging and weaving, and then nothing personal, kids. He teleports behind Luffy and goes, "If I wanted to actually dodge, I would." And then he just dips away, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this guy's a terrorist."
He's a menace. He does it
absolutely.
I think the other important thing we get here is, and it's very offhandedly said and not addressed by any of the characters, but Katakuri's got a billion berry bounty.
He has 1,057 million, I believe.
They don't give a specific number.
I thought it was 500 million.
My subtitle gave a specific number.
Oh,
I thought it was 1.5.
My sub Jimbei just says he's got 1 billion berries.
There was a goon
or over a billion
in the mirror world that says his bounty.
Oh, I might have missed that if that happened.
It is 1,057 million.
Like the the wedding party.
The wedding party?
Yeah, like when they're like first introducing them. That's when they kind of announced a couple of their.
That's probably true. I don't remember this.
But 1 billion berries.
1 billion berries.
just all of them doing the fucking Dr. Evil. 1 billion berries.
Yeah. Okay, well, if that's not necessarily new information, then excuse me. I don't remember if that happened when they were first introduced.
We just have to reinforce this guy is bro custard.
This dude, he's powerful. He's strong.
Big strong.
And again, Luffy has not forced him to use anything more than the bare minimum of his power set at this point.
Congratulations. You've earned active participation.
Barely even that, dude. Barely.
This reminds me, Mochi Man reminds me that I bought a mochi donut from the bakery yesterday. I'm gonna go get that.
Okay, so while he's
gone, good talk.
I have one thing I wanna bring up, completely unrelated, but just remind myself. We finally got to see Gold Roger's ship last week. Seeing it.
Have we not seen Oros Jackson before?
I don't think we have, because I definitely would have commented, why the fuck does he have an egg on it?
Well, that's the thing. I'm fairly certain we've seen the Oros Jackson before, but not with a giant fuck off egg on it.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
You tell me. We speculated on it last time. You tell me what you think is in that giant egg.
Kaido.
All right.
Like, maybe that's the One Piece. The One Piece is a living fucking dragon.
That would be kind of insane.
Right?
You say that, but you don't sound like you're not on board with him yet. It sounds like you're considering his offer.
Of the One Piece being a dragon, a living dragon? Yes. I mean, it would have to be a very special kind of dragon. We've seen dragons before, to be clear.
Yeah, but those are like off-brand dragons. Those are like the dire wolves of dragons that were like, they're dire wolves, but they're not really dire wolves. You know what I mean?
Like the ones that the scientists have just bred?
Yeah. Those are like, we have wolves with like dire wolf juice in them. They're the ones we've seen have been like, these are dragons with like, they're actually, they're not, they're drakes, but they have dragon juice in them.
Right.
What if dragon?
So you're saying full-blown Western style dragon. Dragon. Baby dragon. Or it could be
Shenron, because that would explain all the teleportation sound effects.
Like that everybody in the world does?
Yeah. It's just Shenron. The One Piece is Shenron. Fuck. That's all it is.
Oda's just really sad about his fellow mangaka passing away, so he turns the One Piece into Shenron.
That would piss me off.
I think it would piss everybody off. I think literally nobody would be happy about this.
Frieza shows up to the One Piece universe and blows up the planet, moves on.
So stupid. That's the type of stuff I expect out of an SBS from Oda once the series actually finishes.
This is an estranged planet off in the middle of the ethos of the Dragon Ball Z universe. Yamcha shows up, 1v1's Luffy.
So this eating my mochi donut has reminded me, or not reminded me, has made me think, does Luffy become a cannibal this fight, and that's why he beats him, he just eats him?
Hasn't he already cannibalized several people?
Well, he hasn't eaten he's eaten them when the food pieces separate from the devil fruit user a la Cracker, but
like they contain their souls.
Does it?
That
feels like a stretch.
I mean, he's eating like cake, like smiling, like they have faces.
Yeah, but they look like cake.
I consider the soul part of a person, thus cannibalism.
Has he actually? Well, yeah, he's eating homies.
Yeah, he's definitely eating homies. He's definitely partook in cannibalism.
Might be right.
Do homies count as cannibalism?
Yeah. Well, that's what he's saying. His argument is that if it has a soul, then it's the soul of a human specifically, then it's cannibalism, he's saying.
That's fair. That's valid.
Because that's literally part of a person.
Mm-hmm. I can get behind this. Luffy's a cannibal.
Technically, Chopper is too.
So I'm
pretty sure most of them
anybody who's consumed, oh my God, then Big Mom is a cannibal.
Well, we've already established that was obvious.
Yeah, but like on purpose.
The homies.
No. Now we're talking on purpose. Because before it was unconsciously she doesn't know she's a cannibal, but now she's a knowing cannibal. She's knowingly eating sentient beings that used to have human souls in them.
Huh.
Now it goes both ways. We already knew she was a cannibal, but she didn't know she was a cannibal. This is crazy. There are so many cannibals in this universe now. Poupé's going to be out over the moon to hear this. All right, I think we've exhausted Katakuri versus Luffy enough. Let's move on to some of the other stuff that happened here. So
we got 2 hours and 45 minutes to bake a cake. Allegedly.
Long fucking time to bake a cake. Let me tell you,
long time to bake a cake. Short amount of time in the grand scheme of things.
Well, look, no, in terms of actually baking a cake of that caliber, yeah, 3 hours is a short time. But in terms of the drasticness of the scenario, 3 hours is way too long.
So seeing how long we've dragged 5 seconds out and over how many episodes, I'm wondering if the formula still applies. So if we know that this cake takes 2 hours, does that mean it's like going to be like 60 episodes of milking? Because if they can like, milk like the same 10 seconds over like 20 episodes, what are they going to do with 2 hours?
That is definitely a question for Christian, who's really good at math, not me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I assume you were doing the math. You're like, okay, well,
I don't think he's
5 minutes.
I don't think he's literally asking for the math on it. I think he wants to know.
You're asking for the math on it.
He wants to know how the show is going to fill that time.
Yeah,
which is also something I'm wondering.
Because either they're gonna bullshit it and just say most of it was taken up in just them running away and ignoring actual time, or they're gonna milk that shit and make that shit like this whole arc last another 100 episodes of just running away, hearing cakey, wedding cakey, and then me putting the revolver in my mouth going like, God damn it, make her stop,
I do know. I don't know what.
I feel like I just cursed myself or hexed myself by bringing it into possibility.
I am just I don't know where this goes unless somehow Struyson wakes up. Struyson wakes up from his coma or something. 3 hours.
Wasn't his like a 3-day coma or something like that?
Allegedly.
Like, alleged.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is 3 hours is so long in the scheme of what the Straw Hats are going through right now. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how we're gonna run away for three more hours so that we can bake this cake and then intercept Big Mom. This is where the theoretical math doesn't add up in my brain. I'm just
so this is what's causing the short circuit.
Yeah, I don't know. We're running out of things. We've done a decent job so far of finding creative ways for the Straw Hats to avoid imminent danger, which I'm a fan of. We were worried a couple weeks ago that we were just going to keep MacGuffining our way, Tamate boxing our way through out of Whole Cake. And
hold on, we did Tamate box our way out of it, though. When you think about it, Pedro was the Tamate box.
Yes, and arguably a stronger one.
How many suicide vests do we have to go through in this arc?
Yeah, arguably a way stronger one. I think his explosion was way bigger than the Tamate box.
Honestly, it really was.
Way more destructive. But yes, to this point, we've done a good job, I think, of having logical ways for them to get out of it. I'm a big fan of Jimbei turning the Sunny into a giant surfboard, waveboard, and just surfing the wave, cowabunga dude. And
oh yeah, that was fantastic.
This was awesome. I love Jimbei for this one especially. But yeah, so we can still do it. It's still possible, but we're running out of ways. I feel like to get ourselves out of these situations. We're out of cola for Kuda Burst. If only we hadn't spilled that other one. Mm-hmm, now we've surfed this wave, and for now they've escaped, but it's probably going to stand to reason that they'll get found out soon enough. So we'll need to kill. Maybe that'll buy them sometime, but it's not going to buy them close to 3 hours. So I'm cautiously optimistic that we'll find something to do in that time, but man, Whole Cake Island as an arc has itself taken place in just a couple of hours at this point. Like since the beginning of the wedding, I should say, not the whole island. Right. The whole island's been a couple of days, but the wedding was very not long ago in the grand scheme of things. So we have to go another 3 hours? I don't know, dude. I'm scared.
I'm terrified, and I just feel like it's just going to get dumber and dumber as we go. However, I did want to bring up one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I almost had a called it moment. We almost had it. Do you know what I'm talking about, Christian?
No, remind me.
We almost had the big mom being Godzilla.
Oh yes, yes.
That concerned me greatly.
I was also concerned for a minute. I
was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. And then they say she's walking. I was like, okay, good. They're keeping that consistency.
Yeah. I saw that and I went, hold the fuck on. She's clearly, I was only lost for about half a second. She's clearly walking on something. You hear the doon, doon, doon of her walking on something, but to make it look initially like she's walking on the water or in the water is like, dude, come on. I did not want to be right on this one. We did not want this called in. What a bittersweet moment that would have been for you.
I would have felt vindicated because Godzilla and G-cells and making it more sense of the fucking Big Mom being bullshit than she already is. But I also would have been furious because this doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Oh. But no, instead, she's walking on Slug Candy Island.
She is. It's true.
Which, when you think about it, she's kind of just walking on a candy treadmill.
Yeah.
She's still walking.
Yeah, I don't know why we're doing the thing where she has to walk. The Sparrow can just control the thing forward. She doesn't need to actually walk, but whatever, I guess.
It's because she's crazy, but like it's like a treadmill now.
Yeah.
Like he's just taking mom for a walk.
Yes. He's taking his mom for a walk. So
which begs to make you think, like, why don't they do this all the time when she gets crazy? Have someone hide in her hat at all times, make Sparrow just sit there and candify the floor and make her walk on a treadmill for like days until they make the cake.
Maybe. Yeah, if they all live long enough through this, then maybe they'll take this to heart. They'll get something out of this.
I don't know.
But yeah, you're right. Godzilla Big Mom was one step closer, both figuratively and literally, and I was scared.
I'm still hoping that we get that scene of the boats like choking Big Mom and then from -1 just recreating that. If only Pell was still alive, he could have been the suicide kamikaze.
Yeah. Yeah, just strapped some 20 millimeter guns to him and let him rip.
Yeah,
they'll rip through anything.
Literally anything. Oh, go listen to the God episode or Godzilla episode.
The God
please.
Episode, yeah, that
the
too.
Goat episode. Trying to think of what else happened in this arc.
Well, we got the brief moment beforehand. Before Jimbei turns the Sunny into a giant surfboard, with him lifting everyone's spirits after they start breaking down from Pedro, crying about Pedro, and
emotional skill diff.
Yeah, Jimbei does this a lot, where he's becoming the rock of the group, basically. This emotional rock that people inadvertently end up leaning on for resolve and to find themselves again, their footing emotionally, mentally again. He did this with Luffy obviously a while back, and now he's spreading the love out to the rest of the Straw Hats. And at first it comes off kind of cold, because he does basically just tell them to suck it up and stop crying and let the other team cry when they lose. But then he expands a little bit more on what he's saying, and it is a bit more heartfelt at that point and kind of lifts their spirit. Because initially my gut reaction was on Brooks' side. I was like, Jimbei, come on, hold on now, dude, come on. there is a little bit of room for grieving here. I agree at the end of his speech that we need to kind of keep our concentration in check in order to get the hell out of Dodge, but there's like a little bit of room for grief. Let's not completely dismiss it. And then he explains himself and it's better. But
so I got a bad feeling about Jimbei.
Oh, you think this is a Jimbei red flag?
I think it is.
I should say death flag.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like a lot of these, like, because like when you really think about it, like all the stuff that's happened since Jimbei's joined them, it's almost like he's finally getting his moment to like, what if he was a Straw Hat Crew kind of thing, member, where, you know, he gets to do his epic little thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's already done the I'm the helmsman. I'm steering the boat. I'm listening to Frankie's shitty walkie-talkie instructions for how to do the cola thing. Like I'm sensing red flag of Jimbei's gonna die.
No shot, dude.
I'm calling it right here. Surfboard is already red flag number 1, like numero uno.
I love that him turning the Sunny into a surfboard is the death flag.
He's
the first of
literally
them anyway.
raising the red flag. I got feels.
You hear, Justin? What do you say about this take? Still eating that mochi donut, huh? All right,
I finished that. I'm gonna go for the second one. All I'm here to say is Jimbo.
Jimmy,
my boy.
Jimbo.
My man Jimbo over here is the GOAT. My man single-handedly steering a sail, steering the ship, telling everybody to stop being a bunch of weenie hut juniors and just trust the process. And then he just
he's not acknowledging anything that I talked about. How alarming that is.
What's alarming about it?
Christian, the flag just got 10 feet higher.
Why?
Can we get much higher?
He's not acknowledging what we were talking about.
Oh.
He's only talking about Jimbei being awesome.
And I mean, yeah,
he's trying not to spoil because he knows it's going to happen.
Well, I don't know about all that. I don't feel like that's true. But
so, Justin, what's your take on my theory?
What's your theory again?
See,
he thinks
not crazy.
He thinks that Jimbei's gonna die, and that all of this motivational stuff and the ways that Jimbei has been interacting with the crew is all death flags for Jimbei by the end of the arc.
Listen, we already got our 1 death per arc quota met. All right, no more death, no more dying.
They're trying to supersede it.
Shut up! I will not have you put this negative energy out there on my boy Jimbo. Jimbo is going back to his family in Fishman Island. All right, I'll have none of this heresy.
Christian, I think I'm right.
I don't think you're right. To be clear,
if Pedro didn't die,
crazy.
maybe you'd have a leg to stand on.
But think about it; it would be like the one thing we would least expect.
It would. You're right, and I don't think Oda's got that dog in him. I'm gonna be frank.
He definitely don't got that dog in him.
Nah, I'm sticking to my guns. I think this is happening. Jimbei's dying.
This feels. You know what we haven't done in a while? Place a bet on something.
Oh no!
I'm a bet. I think this is the first red flag. Honestly.
What? So you think, to be clear, that by the end of this arc, Jimbei will be dead?
Yes. I feel like Jimbei is going to nobly sacrifice himself to distinguish, sorry, I couldn't be part of the crew. Like I said, I wanted to. But this is the only way.
I disagree with that strongly. I do not believe that Jimbei will be dead by the end of this arc. And I'm willing to bet that. I don't know what it is.
My gut feeling. My gut is in this. I know my gut leads me wrong every time, but I gotta stick with it for the bit. Damn it!
All right. Well, what should we put down on this? It's been a while since we placed some kind of bet on this show.
Oh shit!
Maybe we think about it and come back next week with the stakes here. How about that?
I don't know what I'd want.
Well, that's why you get a week to think about it.
Because I'm trying to think of what you haven't, what I would want to make you do.
Sleep on it.
What's the punishment? What do I lose if I'm wrong?
Well, that's what I'm saying is we have to figure out. It doesn't have to necessarily be make the other person do something and just So there can be some other form of punishment to it.
Okay.
Sleep on it. We'll come back next week.
We'll come back to this.
We'll come back next week. Just know that the bet is placed and the loser will have to, something will happen.
Kevin's lawyer's advocating for shaving a Jolly Roger into your head.
That's not that deep. I shave my head.
Also, if a barber could actually forge a Jolly Roger in your fade, I'd be impressed by that. I'm about to ask that for my own benefit, just to see if they can do it. Gotta wait a couple months for my hair to grow out again. But next cut, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, how good are you with clippers? Can you put this in the back of my head?
Yeah, I don't go to barbers anymore. I just shave my head at home.
We have barbershop
you
at
tell
home.
so many people you're not bald.
Well, because I'm not.
You don't need a barber. Sounds like you're bald to me.
No. It's buzzed. It's not bald. I'm not going clean.
If you say so.
There's a difference. There's only one bald person in the server, and he knows who he is. He's a producer.
It's going real subtle with that one, huh?
Bald! Now what?
I think we're just about done everything that we needed to here, right?
Yeah. Unrelated, before we move on, I wish to, as a united front, well, a front, maybe not united, as a front.
I was going to say, like, what are we uniting under?
I think for next week's episode, we should all find a bakery in our local areas that make chiffon cake and have some chiffon cake. Because I've never had it. I'm very curious now.
Isn't it just cake?
I mean, yeah, but it's got a different name. It's not just cake, it's chiffon cake. What makes a chiffon? I don't know. We're going to find out.
I'm going to Google it. What is chiffon cake? What is chiffon fabric? Fluffy cake. It's angel food cake. Oh, similar to angel food cake.
Interesting.
Is there anywhere selling it near me?
Christian, Christian? Remember last year when I said I would take you on a date, and then I never did because I forgot.
I do vividly. Yeah, we're coming up on like 8 months now or something. 6 months since you told me. No, yeah, I was right the first time. Like 8 months since you told me that.
How you feel about chiffon cake?
I love cake. Cake's great. Is it my favorite mode of sweet treat? No, but if I'm being taken on a date, I'm certainly not gonna say no to some chiffon cake.
All right.
Why do I see mostly oranges?
I think Paris Baguette got chiffon cake, and they just opened up one downtown. Paris Baguette date it is.
This literally just looks like angel food cake.
Yeah, but it's similar, but not same.
No, it looks identical based on the Google. It's just angel food cake, but with extra stuff on it.
I don't know. Anyway, are you out here trying to turn down cake, Devin, me boy, me Bob?
Little did you know, I actually hate cake.
Oh, okay. I don't love cake either, particularly when it comes to all the cake is cool when it's just the bread, but then you throw too much extra whipped cream topping and frosting. Frosting is hit or miss for me. Frosting gets real old real fast.
Like my lawyer says, we have our reasons. I just can't stand cake, any form of it. I'm done with it spiritually.
What happened between you and the cake, Devin?
When you have so many family members and you go to that many birthday parties and every single one has a cake, you just stop.
11 by 2 by 3. Is that the dimensions of the cake?
That's the birthday parties. So
why are you asking me to multiply by 3 different numbers? It hurts my brain.
Spouses, so that's two birthdays plus their kids. On average, most of my aunts and uncles have 3 kids. That is a lot of birthdays.
I don't like math.
A lot of cake.
Move on before the numbers hurt my brain. So next week's episodes are 854 to 856. Quote time.
Quotes. I'll lead off. I've got 2 quotes here. The first is from our boy Jimbei, who we've been doing, who is totally not going to die, and we're singing the praises of. This is obviously he has a long speech to the rest of the Straw Hats in terms of raising their morale. But I'm just going to give you the last part of it that I think kind of sums up the entirety of it the best, rather than just saying different parts. It goes, "It's not over yet. We're still in Toto Land. Soon we will be chased by the pirate queen of the country, Big Mom, and the enemy can attack us at any time from any direction. And until you get out of the territory where Big Mom reigns, you can't lose your concentration. Isn't Pedro inside of you saying that?"
Yeah, isn't Pedro inside of you right now?
That version of Pedro is inside Devin right now saying that Jimbei is going to die too. He's beckoning him through to the light.
He's got the fucking, he looks like Brooke, but like furry.
Yeah, and still
There's a
somehow
Pedro
missing,
inside
and still
us all.
somehow missing an eye. Don't know how that works, but
what they did was they just cracked the skull right over that eye.
yeah.
So it still looks like an eye, but it's cracked.
The other quote I have is from Katakuri. One of the obviously has a lot of aura farming lines in this episode, but I think one of the coldest that he says is, "There will be no victory in your future."
Oh, dude. What a line.
Because
what
you
a
can
banger.
literally see the future. So good to go along with with his teleport behind you, nothing personal, kid sort of thing. There's a lot. Katakuri has a lot of good lines in this in these episodes. That's just my favorite one.
Dude is just truly aura farming. My man just he's a living embodiment of that tweet of your aura too big, your ass too fat, your money too stacked. They'll kill you, man. Anyone familiar with this meme? Just me? Am I on Twitter so much?
I think it's just you, buddy.
See, I think it's just you, because when you said that, my first thought is your skills whack. Your bazookas whack. Your second gear whack. Me, I'm tight as
I'm tight as fuck.
Well, that's just the opposite side of the coin.
I'm mochi as fuck.
I'm mochi as fuck.
Justin 20 minutes ago when he's eating his donut.
So I guess I'm just gonna, I didn't really have any quotes, so I'm just gonna quote someone from the server.
What?
They brought something up. So there's during the scenes where they're fighting, like Luffy's just throwing like a bunch of punches, and then he just gets punched in the mouth. Like really, like just really like wham, he just gets knocked down by Katakuri. And it was Pedro, I think it was who said it. And he's like, it's like that YouTube clip where the guy's doing like a bunch of like karate like moves, like in like backflips and shit, and the other guy just fucking decks him and he just hits the ground.
Yeah,
that's that moment.
Yeah,
so that's my quote. It's just Pedro saying that.
Right.
My other quote, besides the one I mentioned earlier, because it was just so good. During their fight, Luffy goes like, I don't know, gum. I think he gets punched, he gets knocked out, but he reappears with the Grizzly Magnum lined up, and the goons in the corner go, "He's got 2 giant fists." And then Katakuri just does it back, but better and bigger. And then the goons go, "Katakuri's got even 2 bigger fists." I don't know, that just tickled me.
Oh no, Katakuri with a chair.
What's up, bro?
See, now falling in line with other references that keep popping into my head, I was thinking of the SpongeBob movie with Dennis, and then the diver guy comes up. "That's a big boot."
No, actually,
that's what ran through my head. But all right, that's quotes, right?
Yep.
All right. Now we've got the golden ham for this week.
This one has some contenders, I think.
I think so as well.
I'm voting for Jimbei's red flag. Not Jimbei,
It's
the red flag.
Shut up. Okay,
I'm between
serious
Katakuri and
take,
Jimbei. Someone flip a
Katakuri.
coin for me.
I'm just gonna put it out there that the entire time my vote was for Katakuri, and Jimbei gave him a run for his money with the last episode and his whole thing, but I love my boy Jimbei, but I'm gonna stick to my guns here and officially put my vote on Katakuri for the golden ham.
No arguments from me.
No arguments for me.
All right, I'll win.
The aura farm, it was too
The
strong.
aura
Too strong. A
farm
cuck
was
chair.
way too strong.
Katakuri cuck chair.
I feel like since this phrase became part of the cultural zeitgeist, I have never said aura farming as many times out loud as I have this one night in this last hour, and which is crazy because the phrase has so often been attributed to in anime to solo leveling these days, which I am
really
obviously
has.
such a fan of.
You mean aura leveling?
Yeah, aura leveling. Excuse me. And even with that, I almost said it. Aura farming more times tonight than that add little weeks and weeks of this phrase existing. But anyway, that being said, time for some fan mail. Justin, do we have anything this week?
Yes. This letter comes to us from listener Arliss, who writes, "What are you wearing?"
God damn it.
I am wearing gym shorts and a gray tank top.
I've got a black t-shirt on and red and blue checker pattern sleek pants.
I have a white tank top and gray boxers.
Hot.
Like solid gray, or are they like different shades?
That says light gray.
Okay.
But other thing I want to mention besides that was we got a comment I think today on one of our most one of our most recent episodes. Jesus, I'm having a stroke. From listener Fire King, who writes, "The biggest problem with Whole Cake is we need to be over there, but we aren't there yet. It'll be cool when we get there, but we need to get there by walking," which I assume was a comment to one of you two just complaining about something in Whole Cake.
Could you read that again?
Quote, "The biggest problem with Whole Cake Island is we need to be over there, but we aren't there yet. It'll be cool when we get there, but we need to get there by walking," end quote.
I feel like
that tracks.
I feel like this is a quote from something else that they're just borrowing for this, but I can't place what it is because that sounds familiar to me.
I just assume there is a
it makes sense to me.
I mean,
the word "there" is just standing for whatever is cool on the horizon.
I agree. I just feel like I've heard this phrasing before, and I'm like, is this? It applies here for sure, because whatever's over there is sure it's cool, but it's like it was initially it was cool, but now it's dangerous, and there's a woman here who just won't stop yelling "wedding cake" at me, and I feel very uncomfortable right now.
Mom, can you pick me up? There's an old lady yelling "wedding cake" over and over again.
Mom,
I'm scared.
Mom left me in the line to go get something else in the store, and the woman behind me just won't stop talking about this wedding cake she's planning on eating at some point, and it's really starting to freak me out. So with that being said, thank you both for the lovely emails, and yeah, thank you for the lovely emails. With that being said, we've got two producers this month. It's Taco and It's Me Rabbit. Thank you for supporting us.
It's Me Rabbit.
It is a new one, and we love them dearly. Thank you for filling in to the producer tier. It's great. We love watching movies, and I'm excited about one of the movies that we've been given. The other not so much. You know who you are.
It's Taco, isn't it?
It's Taco. Yeah,
of course.
But that's okay. I'm keeping my options open. I'm keeping my brain open to it as much. I've been surprised before, and it can happen again. So we'll just have to see when we get that recording done. But that being said, now we are moving on to the ever illustrious Garb Gab for tonight. Do I have any volunteers for
I did
this?
it for like 3 weeks. I'm good. I'm tired of getting my hands covered in sticky shit.
That did happen, but I also had Justin do it last time because he was the only other person here. So I guess
he could do it again for sleeping.
For sleeping,
he knows what he did.
Yeah,
Devin did it first.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna reach into the bag myself. Then I did stock this, and because of everything that's going on, Luffy was catching so many L's that I figured there were too many being thrown around this episode that I didn't even fill it with anything that bad. It's just whatever you want it to be.
Is that just a bag of L's?
No, it's a bag of W's. Specifically items that start with W. So you'll see we've got this little water bottle here. We've got an entire watermelon. I've got a set of watercolor paints. I'm realizing that all three of these things also start with water, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm gonna go ahead.
Is that just your gym bag?
No, I bring my colored pencils to the gym, not my watercolors.
That's just Mio.
What?
The watercolor? Yeah, that's Mio. That's you just brought your lunchbox in.
Oh, well, That doesn't start with W though. It's my lunch box.
It's my lunch box.
Yeah, it's my widow lunch box. Now it works.
Lunch box for when I go climb blocks.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? Huh? You got a problem? Anyway, rude. I want to reach into my bag and pull out my gym whale that I bring everywhere. It's my good luck whale, and when it's not Laboon.
Laboon.
And in his mouth, he's got a little folded piece of paper that I'm gonna take out now and unfold it, and it says haiku.
Haiku.
Wally the whale wants us to do a haiku. Ooh, anybody want to start?
I got this, mostly because it's bad.
All right.
He can bake a cake with a simple scent, and yet he gives me headaches.
All right. Fair play. I don't know. That wasn't like terrible. I guess I'll go first. Devin's silence speaks volumes. He was dying over there, I guess. So he needs a second to recover.
I'm
so
trying to breathe.
Yeah,
He
that's
also
all
needs to
right.
console his lawyer.
Right. Just in case. All right. My haiku goes, with waves of candy comes bitterness of defeat. Luffy needs some milk.
That boy needs some milk. No, but seriously though.
Yeah, but like for real.
He do. Yeah, he really do need milk. I have two. One that I wrote like half-assed real quick, just blah. And then the other one I put in thought too.
Okay.
This arc is my bane, with nothing to wreck my brain. Jihad is best bang.
Fucking hell, dude. Okay.
Then I have, with his fist, he holds. The plot crumbles to the sea. Jimbei, the death flag.
Wild.
You know, you made that Jimbei death flag thing feel like a very on the spot thought. But you're telling me you thought you just sort of cooked this up?
It. I did rewrite it.
You rewrote it on the spot? Damn.
Yeah.
That's the sign of a true poet right there.
It was something else before, because I was just like, yeah, Jimbei did something cool. And then, you know, as we went and did the episode, I was like, wait a minute.
All right. Well, snaps all around for the haikus. Snap, 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 snap.
Snapoo.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me, fellas. Let's do it again sometime. Just at the same time next Sunday so that Devin can't record.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Whoa,
I hear that.
Whoa. Get out of my secret private chamber. Let it eavesdrop much. Jeez. All right. So we're still.
Your chamber's a chamber pot. It's not much of a secret.
Hey. That's budget cuts. All right.
So we're going to record on our date. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
What
Got
the
it.
hell?
I'll bring the mic.
I'll bring the cake.
I'm going to go have my own podcast with blackjack and hookers.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode. If you would like to follow us on social medias, you can do so at Panda Sightings on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you would like to send us an email like Arliss did, and I'm blanking. Who was the other person?
Natasha Hot Lips.
No, well, yes, but they didn't.
Shout out to Fire King for commenting on Spotify.
Yes, that was it. Natasha Hot Lips, my email inbox is always open. You can send us an email at pandasightings@gmail.com if you would like to talk to us more directly and also potentially support us monetarily. You can join our Discord, the link which you can find in the description of this podcast or in the bios of our social medias. And if you would like to get something for your monetary pleasure, no, that's not the right way to phrase that.
Monetary pleasure.
Yeah, for your monetary pleasure, you can visit our Redbubble shop where we have a bunch of different stickers that you can purchase. And soon-ish, we will have an actual merch store that will have some fun items in it. We hope to have that up and running by the end of the month of April now, tentatively.
Can't wait for the Brook butt plug to come out.
Hey, whoa. Stop spoiling, all right? Justin teased something last week, too. And now I got you fucking spoiling stuff. Shut up, both of you. Keep your mouth shut. Sorry, I was letting the anger out of there for a little while. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify and wherever you listen to podcasts, and tell a friend. We need more. We need more. Who doesn't want more?
Tell Graham.
Tell Graham. Yeah, I'm sure Graham would love to talk to you about One Piece.
Tell Graham to email us.
Tell Graham to send us a haiku.
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 Blue Skidoo, haiku too. All right. Well, I guess that's it.
All right. I'm going to take my pants off.
I can't believe. Yeah, when you were describing what you had on, I couldn't believe that you weren't also in your underwear.
Here.
I just kind of always expect both of you.
You can hear it now. My pants are off. My pants are off. It's official.
Hey. Well, was Evan in there the entire time? Is Evan a cuck too?
Everyone's in a cuck chair.
Are we still recording?
Oh, I mean, I was still recording. Yeah,
I'm still recording.
Yeah. Well, that means Evan was picked up too, probably.
All right, cuck solidarity on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cuck solidarity.
I will not be chanting that.